always on fire.
You're watching GuudeBoulderfist. You're watching GuudeBoulderfist. You're watching GuudeBoulderfist.
Hello guys, welcome back. Another episode of MindCrack, the vanilla server. As always, this is Jason, and been working on bringing stuff together here. I had to take down a couple of those turtles that Beef left because they were in the way of progress. But I got this walkway down over here now. So as you know where we're at, give you a little tour here. And then of course we come around up here, and this is where I'm currently at, making this all tie together. I don't know how long this episode's going to be. I have a mouth issue. I'm not really sure what's going on. I think it's an ulcer on my cheek. It's right above my wisdom teeth, or wisdom tooth, on the left side of my mouth, and it's making it really difficult to talk because it's very painful whenever I move my mouth and it like rubs. So it's really annoying though. So I have to go see a dentist or something, figure out what is going on there. But never mind that. So wanted to been wanting to make one of these here videos, talk about UHC, because the last couple of vanilla episodes I made, I couldn't really talk about UHC because it was still in progress. So I've been antsy, wanting to discuss my perspective on everything. I've had the time to read pretty much whatever everyone's had to say on the Reddits and other places about their take on UHC this season, and it's been mostly positive. This, after any UHC ends, there's always that initial rush of people that want to perfect the method and fix anything that they see as a problem with the format, and then there's also just people that have suggestions for what they think that would be a more entertaining way of doing it. And for the most part, they're always really good. I'm not sure if we've ever had any particular suggestion that made it into a season. I think there's people have suggested things that have ended up happening, but I'm not sure that we've ever read something and said, "Wow, we never thought of that. Let's do that." Not that I don't know how I'm coming across as I speak. I'm not meaning to come across like don't waste your time, because I still read them whenever they're posted on the Reddit, so it's not like I feel like, oh, this is a waste of my time to even read this stuff, because you never know, someone might come up with something that we totally have not thought of. But anyways, this season of UHC, I really enjoyed it. I think from what I've gathered, the viewers that did not watch any perspective other than Ethos were not as happy with, well, they obviously weren't happy with the outcome. By the way, there's spoilers. There's gonna be spoilers in this video, obviously, because we are talking about the outcome of UHC. But and I can understand that, because there wasn't a finality to it. It's almost like when your girlfriend breaks up with you and she doesn't tell you why, and you're always like wondering, like, did I do something wrong, or is she just a bitch? Is Etho just a bitch? That's not. I don't think that's how it went. So yeah, I can totally understand if you're not watching all the perspectives. The ending could be pretty anticlimactic, especially if they're in the bathroom, man. I don't think that will ever be forgotten or lived down, ever. You can't beat that ending. Two guys go to the bathroom and the game is over when they return. That is some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen. Some of the best video just ever made, man, right there. But man, highlights from this season. Well, obviously, for a personal highlight is Nancy Drew coming back. This being a throwback season to how the whole thing started, and us actually coming out the victors in the end. That, I mean, obviously that's super exciting, but non-personal things. The first stronghold ever being found. Kurt losing no health the entire season. Those are all things that I think will be taken away from this season of UHC and not forgotten as firsts in the series. As far as the format, I said whenever we went in, the very start of it, that's not something we're gonna, next season of UHC is not gonna be let's go kill the dragon again. I could see us trying to do that again sometime, but modify. We try to change it up pretty much every time we do a UHC to bring something different than what we've already done. We've already figured out the format for the next one as well. We had done that before we even started this season, actually. But as far as when that's happening and when it's coming out and all that, it's still not completely decided, or even if it is, I can't talk about it. But one of the things I always enjoy is the voting. For those that, most of you probably are familiar, in our descriptions we always have a link to this site that Green Pencil, one of the Reddit moderators, has set up for us to vote on the outcome of the seasons. And I almost think that it's a waste to have, just being completely honest, because people don't really vote on based on the videos, what they think is going to happen. They vote on what they want to happen. So pretty much it always is the same. Any positive category is etho, and then any negative category is, well, it just depends on on who's there, but and it depends on the category. A lot of times after the first episode, it's pretty much decided at that point too. Like for this season, etho was going to be the winner, the most Ender Eyes, etho's team, I should say. But if it was a solo, it would have just been etho. This is how it's worked in the past. But most, pretty much every positive category. Let's just sum it up with that. And then all the negative categories, since Nancy Drew had taken damage the first day, we owned all the negative categories as far as first team to lose all its members, first team to lose a single member, so on. Which luckily we did not lose a single member during the whole thing. I was tempted to take a screenshot actually at the start of the season of the voting, just so I could reference it at the end and just show how the contrast of what people wanted to happen versus what actually happened, because what people wanted to happen wasn't even close. But all in all, it was a really good season. It's one of my better seasons as far as performance is concerned, because I didn't take a lot of damage throughout the whole thing. Never had to eat an apple or anything. So I'm proud of how I did this season. I think the biggest difference for me this season was the fact that since it was lag free, I was able to actually play the game and not stress about what's going on behind the scenes on the server. So that really helped, because I know season 8, I'd preloaded the map like I always do, got everything all set up for us, ready to go. Then, I don't know if we've ever even talked about this before. I'm sure we have. We start up the map. First few minutes, like 3 seconds into the map, Pyro kills somebody. I don't remember who he killed, and everyone decided that we should restart. Oh my god! Get the thing on the bar. Okay, we'll be fine. Get out of here. Suck it, asshole! Look at him up there. Think I can shoot an arrow that far? I can, but I missed. Take that, bitch. Why did that? Oh, there it goes. What the hell? Alright. Now what was I talking about? That really, totally ruined my chain of thought. I need to eat. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And what I was talking about was restarting in Season 8. So yeah, I restarted the map, and just having to do all that stuff kind of just took me out of my element, because I normally try to have everything ready, several days in advance so that it's good to go. I've already tested it, made sure the map's preloaded. Basically, I remove all the stress factors ahead of time so that game day I can actually play the game and focus on it. And I got really taken out of my element. I know it sounds like I'm making excuses here. And, if none of that stuff had happened, maybe that creeper still would have hit me the first few seconds into the game. But, yeah, I was definitely not on my game that day. But this season, I was able to get everything ready to go well in advance. There wasn't any type of last-minute preparations. Jesus Christ, I keep missing the hole. Oh, just leave that one alone. So yeah, great season. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad we did what we did as far as the format for the return of UHC. I definitely could see how some of the perspectives weren't the most exciting of footage with the way it ended. Maybe we should have had some kind of thought in there to do some PvP afterwards. But it was funny. I read a comment and it said UHC is all about PvP, not about PvE. And as the person that started UHC, I would like to say that it did not start as a PvP thing. The first 2 seasons were PvE, so I don't think you can say that and it be a definitive statement like that. Alright, got our stuff together here now. I feel like something should be different right here, though. This seems kind of weird. Like, what would it be if I just got rid of that and put down a half slab instead? I think that comes together better. And then over here, what if I... I'll replace that with a block of glowstone, and then put a half slab on top of it. And then, ooh, dang it. Keep wasting my silk touch pick on this. Okay, I like that. It's very good. Very good. Very good indeed. So yeah, enough UHC talk. I think I've talked about... I probably haven't talked about everything I want to talk about, but that's beside the point. I saw some mob spawn over here earlier. Alright, so the next thing I want to work on is the coal block. I guess I need to do something in here too, so it's not dirt. I don't know what I should do in here though. I don't want to just do smooth stone walls. Something that with lighting that doesn't include torches too. I'll think about that and we'll come back to that one. But the coal blocks, I need to go downstairs. Stop and get some ender pearls on the way. I always forget I gotta make that jump there. So the return of Feed the Beast. It's funny, I've talked about it so much, and people still ask in every episode when the next Feed the Beast is going to be. But as you guys have seen, I finally got halfway done. I'm not even done, I'm halfway done. I thought I had ender pearls in there. Guess not, that sucks. I'm out of ender pearls then. Probably got some other random chest somewhere, but I don't know where. So yeah, halfway done with the Wilson's Bit stuff. Man, that project has taken so much longer than I really thought it was going to when I first started. But I'm glad to finally get an episode out just to show you guys what I've been doing and where I plan to go with it all. Alright, let's bring a couple of these different blocks up there because I'm going to want to look at them whenever I make their counterparts. I wish the coal block was in the game that's in the fake game 2.0. I guess for the redstone, I can do the redstone blocks now at least. I was gathering emeralds here because I wanted to do a cool G with emerald ore and emerald blocks. It was supposed to be the banner that hung from up there, but I never got enough of everything I needed to make it. and then I stopped playing vanilla for a while. Okay, let's see here. I wish I had ender pearls. I don't think there's any here though, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna need quite a bit of smooth stone, I think. Let's put this wood in here. We won't need that. That apple. There's this effect that UHC has on you after you're done playing it for a little while, where you hold value in items in the game that really have no value, such as an apple. Where you, at first sight, you're like, yes, and then you're like, wait, I don't care about that. I wonder if black wool or obsidian would be better for the coal particles. Okay, I don't think I overlooked any pearls in all of that. So today I did something that I haven't done in years, and that's go to the movie theater. When I was younger, we used to go to the movies all the time. Beef. This is wrong, guy. Beef blew up a creeper back there, or whatever. He was doing his prank. He mostly fixed it, though. But I think that the zebra wood's supposed to go a little bit further. But yeah, I used to go to the movie theater all the time whenever, I was in high school. I mean, I guess one of those things that, well, I was gonna say, I guess one of those things you stop doing as you get older, but that's not true, because I got friends that see every single movie that comes out. Maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe I realized what a waste of money it was. I think we stopped whenever we bought our big TV, because we were like, man, we got a big-ass TV at home, we can just watch it at home. I guess that's only 3, not 4. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be there. Let's put this away. I don't need it. But here's the reason why I'm bringing this up. First time I've gone to the movie theater, and I think the last movie I saw was with a friend. They were visiting, and I can't remember. I think it was Avatar. I think that's the last time I went to the movie theater. Whenever Avatar was still in the theaters. Has Avatar gone back through the theaters? I feel like it's a movie that's made so much in the box office they just should bring it back like every so often. Like, oh, here's Avatar again. I mean, they do that with other things, right? Like, I don't know, other things. Titanic. There we go. Well, the movie I'm about to talk about, actually. So, went to the theater first time in years to see Jurassic Park. As a lot of you probably know, Jurassic Park has been re-released in 3D. And that's the first time I've been so excited that I want to go to the movie theater in a long time. Now, when I saw the trailer for Oz, I got pretty excited. I was like, man, that's going to be good. But from what I've read, it's not that great. And I think they did not cast Oz very well. Let's think here where this is going to go. And I mean, there's actually quite a few movies that are out right now that I wouldn't mind seeing. Like Oblivion, I think just came out, and I don't think it's out yet, but it's like Oblivion, the movie with Will Smith and his son. Looks good. Did you know Will Smith has not done a movie in years? Like, I was looking at his IMDb, thinking, man, I haven't seen Will Smith in anything in a while, and that's because he hadn't been in anything in a while. I think he had a kid, and he was just like, all right, I made $10 million every movie I've done recently. I got plenty of money. I'm done. I think this guy's gonna have to go. I think you're in the way, guy. I'm sorry to say. But yeah, that looks pretty good. Olympus Has Fallen looks pretty good. What else? I actually thought the trailer for Jack the Giant Slayer looked alright, but everything I've read about it says that the trailer was a lie. It's like Dead Island. I'm not going to actually make this right now. I need to drop off some of these blocks somewhere, though. Do I have a chest over here? I don't think I do. I think it's only up there. Hey, Wilson. Boop. Someone else. But yeah, no, Jurassic Park, man, that was it was a lot of fun. Me and my wife went today, and it was actually funny. We were the only people in the theater. So we were sitting there, and the preview start to, I want to say play, but there was no video. It was just audio. And so we sat there for a minute, and then when like the first preview ended and there was still no video, like, okay. So went and told the manager, and it took them like 30 minutes or so to fix it. And here's the weird part: right before they fix it, another couple comes in and sits down to watch the movie, and it's like, man, if we hadn't to pause this to wait on you guys, you would have missed so much of the movie. It should have been like, I mean, not that, I mean, I'm assuming anyone that went to see Jurassic Park has probably already seen it. So it's not a huge deal, I guess, if you missed the opening. But I don't know, I just thought it was weird. But I was telling my wife while we were sitting there waiting on them to fix it, I was like, why can't we just ever go anywhere? Like if we go out to eat, it's always something really weird or something really bad or something stupid happens. Like here's 2 examples of recent times we've left the house. I'm just running around. I'm trying to figure out where in the freak I'm gonna put this this block of coal, man. I'm almost thinking, I'm trying to figure out what's gonna happen with the road here. Road's gonna come through here. But then it kind of gets weird. I think the road needs to, like, go through here, maybe? So maybe I should put the coal, like, right there-ish? I think that's going to be the plan. Let's put this coal down so we can look at it. Alright, so how many pixels wide are these things? 3, 4, I think it's 16, right? Okay. So that means I need to combine these. For the first row on the bottom, it's all white no matter what. Okay. Alright, so we went out to eat the other night. We went to Ruby Tuesday, and we sit down, and the waitress comes up, and she just stands there, and like, I swear a full minute passed. And like, I was giving her this look like, are you gonna say anything? You gonna speak? Can you speak? And she kept looking at me, and then like raising her eyebrows, and like, so finally I was like, yeah, I'll have a unsweet tea. Cause like, I didn't know what to say. It's like, are you just waiting for me to give you my drink order? Like, why are you just standing there looking at me? It's really strange. And so the whole meal went like that. Like, it was the most awkward experience I've ever had with the waitress. I don't know what was going on. It was just bizarre, man. Like, whenever it came time to get the check, she asked how everything was, and I was like, it was fine. I mean, it was half time when you eat out, especially if it's a chain, the food's gonna suck. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You can make better food at home if you have half a brain. So that's pretty much the case, but she's just polite to say, you know, it was okay. So that's what I tell her. And then she stands there for a few more minutes, and like, she's got the check, and I'm like, you know, what is she waiting on? And then she says something else, and I could have swore she said, "Are you sure it was okay?" Because also, whenever she brought my plate, she set it down and was like, "Man, that's tiny," and I was like, is that something you should really be saying about the food that you're serving? Like, you should not critique your food. And anyways, she mumbled something. I thought she said, "Are you sure?" And so I was like, well, it wasn't the best I've ever had, but it was all right. And then she like jumps back, and she was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." And I'm like, well, you asked, what do you want from me? And she's like, "No, I asked if you're ready for the check." And I was like, "Oh, we're over there mumbling. Speak up." And so she hands me the check. It's like, well, yeah, I'm ready for the check. You just gonna hold it? Why the fuck would you not give it to me? You got it right there. It was just so weird, though. So after we left, we're in the car going home, and my wife says, "You think she watches your videos?" And yeah, it's possible. That's about the only explanation that makes sense to me after the fact. Was that, because like, reviewing the footage in my head of what happened, it's very reminiscent of sometimes when people meet me for the first time at a convention or something, just how they act, like the way she stood there and just kind of looked at me for a little while trying to figure out, is that really you? But then again, she may not have watched my videos. It might have just been a very weird experience. So I don't really know what the hell happened there. It was strange, though. So here's another one. the other night we went to Outback, and it was actually this last weekend. We always do the call ahead seating because, like, with Outback, if you call ahead, I say it's like we eat Outback all the time, but we don't. It's like an hour away, so. But we were up that way. Anyways, we did the call ahead seating. It's not like a reservation, but they basically go ahead and put you on the list like you're there. And so when you get there, you don't have to wait as long. And so, anyways, we get there. They say it's going to be about 20 or 30 minutes, but there was this big group of people. I think they were like a Magic the Gathering group, based on my being nosy and listening to them talk outside. But there was like 20 of them, and so it was taking forever for them to get sat. So I figured it would be a while. So I was being patient. But an hour passed. And you know how they give you those little pagers or whatever when you get to the restaurant, so you know when it's time. After an hour passed, I was like, man, it's been a while. And so my wife walks up there and asks the woman, and the woman's like, oh yeah, we paged you, 45 minutes ago. And we're like, no, I've been holding this thing the whole time. And she was like, well, I also, called your name over the intercom, and we'd been sitting outside because it was completely full on the inside. My wife's like, does your intercom actually work? And what woman's like, I'm pretty sure it does. So, wife walks outside. She says, use it. And it doesn't work. So, like, great. So yeah, we always have these weird things happen to us when we go places, and maybe that's just everyone. But it seems like sometimes the world's out to get you. All right, so this one's gonna go in this corner, and then I'll put some dirt over it. That's the plan, at least after I build it here. And then the road will come out and go around here, through there. That is the plan. Oh man, falling. Peek up here real quick. Hey, there's a turtle. Is he on a little island? He's on a little island. Hey, Turtle Island. So yeah, I sure have talked a lot from my mouth to her. I think actually, all the talking has numbed my cheek. I'm no longer in pain. So a couple weeks ago, I talked about, it's been a little while, probably about a month ago, I talked about wanting to do a series with Jay Sano. And everyone knows he has a hard time with scheduling because he is a nurse, a firefighter, and vice president of the United States. And Cuba too. Or something. But we've worked it out, and oh, boo. We have started a CTM map together, and that will be released sometime in the next few days, so be looking forward to that. Actually got After Effects to make an intro for the first time. In After Effects, I've always made my intros in like Vegas and stuff, but I figured it's time to learn After Effects, so that took a night. Man, After Effects is hard. Like, seriously, if you're really good at After Effects, props to you, man, because I thought, how hard can it be? I could figure this out, and I did. I got Badge to help me a little bit the next day, but I did. I worked it out, and I made my first 3D intro, and it looks good. I'm really proud of it. I can't wait for you guys to see it. But yeah. So, oh my God! Jesus Christ. Can you guys imagine me in like a hostage situation? It would not end well. I about jumped out of my damn seat here. I was just looking for creepers too. I was like trying to make sure everything was safe in this area, and it was not. Anyways, I think that's about it for today, guys. So I'm gonna end this here. Next episode, I'm gonna work on the coal block, I guess. I might do one or two of these off camera actually, just to I don't know what you guys want to see. Today you got to see me build a road. That wasn't really that exciting actually. And we get to meet our model here, Mr. Cole. He's got like a little face here. It's like he's winking with this eye, and this eye's wide open. There's his nose. He's kind of got like a little grin there. There's like his eyebrow and like his... Yeah. You see it? You guys see it? I'm not crazy at all. Anyways, I'm gonna call it here good. Call it here good. I'm gonna call it here good. See you guys later. Bye.
I made it to base 2, and I think I only have one dog left, and he's about to die. His tail is way down. So I'm going to see if I can even make it home with the one dog. I guess we'll see in a minute. They kept taking fall damage. It's kind of really hard to do anything with these dogs other than find them, take them home, and make them sit down. Anyways, I'll be back with you guys once I get to the house. Alright, so apparently my dog is just gone. I was just zooming along here, and there's no more dog to be had. So, the lesson to be learned here is don't try to take dogs great distances, because they just won't make it. I don't know what happened to this one. I guess like one thing I've noticed whenever they teleport, sometimes they teleport down into the blocks, and they take suffocation damage. I had that happen to one when I was walking along. But, yeah, guess that dog just didn't make it. My cart was too fast for him. Maybe I'll find some more dogs over here near the house. I was gonna make like a little dog pen, but they didn't survive. I'll be back to you guys once I make it to the house. Oh yeah, I didn't finish putting all the boosters in for this direction, so I gotta walk some. Anyways, I'll be back to you guys later. Alrighty, I am back home now. Here's the spawn again. And I'm thinking about this doghouse. I'm gonna build a chicken and a doghouse over here by my house. That's my plan. And I don't know what materials I want to use. I'm gonna head and turn all my gold into blocks of gold. So that's all the gold I have. Thinking about using some of that. Well, technically I have some gold here that I haven't smelted yet, and there's some gold right there. Between those two, I probably could make a couple more blocks. Well, obviously I could, but anyways. Let's see here. And I got a ton of mossy too. I think I might use some mossy and some gold blocks in some fashion. I haven't really decided exactly where I'm going with it yet, but I'll figure it out. So, and I got a bunch of wool on me again so that I can build the chicken on top of it.